Before we even talk about numbers, budgets, or hacks, let's be real. Saving money isn't about math. It's about psychology. Think about it. If saving money was just about knowing the right steps, most people would already have thousands stacked in the bank. But the truth is, the hardest part isn't how to save. It's sticking with it long enough to see results. So before we aim for that $10,000 target, we need to talk about the foundation, your mindset. Most people fall into two traps. 1. I'll start saving when I earn more. 2. I'll start saving after I pay off everything. Both sound logical, but they're lies we tell ourselves. Here's why. If you can't save when you earn little, you won't magically save when you earn a lot. Lifestyle inflation eats away at raises. Bigger paycheck, bigger rent, fancier dinners, new gadgets, and suddenly you're still broke, just at a higher level. Saving $10,000 fast requires flipping your brain from "I'll save later" to "I'm saving now," even if it's $5, even if it's $50. Here's a simple way to rewire that. Stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, "Do I want this more than my $10,000 goal?" Suddenly, that $7 latte, that $40 Uber, that $120 subscription, they don't look harmless anymore. They look like tiny delays in reaching your target. Now, here's a trick successful savers use. Give your money a job before you even touch it. When your paycheck comes in, don't let it sit in your main account, waiting to be spent. Divide it up instantly. A chunk goes into a savings account labeled $10,000 fund. Treat it like rent, non-negotiable. Because here's the truth. If you wait until the end of the month to see what's left, nothing will be left. And one more mindset shift. Stop treating saving as punishment. Most people think, "Ugh, I have to cut back. I can't enjoy life." But here's the reality. Saving is freedom. Every dollar saved is buying you peace of mind, security, and choices. It's the opposite of restriction. It's power. When you start seeing saving as building freedom instead of losing fun, you'll stick with it. So here's your takeaway for part 1. Saving $10,000 isn't about pinching pennies. It's about changing how you see money. From spend now, save later, to save now, spend wisely later. Once you've built this mindset, then the actual strategies, cutting costs, boosting income, hacks and tricks, will work like magic. All right, now that you've built the right mindset in part 1, let's move into the heavy hitters. If you want to save $10,000 fast, here's the truth. Cutting back on small stuff like coffee helps, but it's not enough. You don't get rich skipping lattes. You get rich fixing the big leaks: housing, transportation, food, and subscriptions. 1. Housing, your biggest expense. For most people, housing eats up 30 to 40% of income. That's massive. If you can shave even 10 to 15% off here, you'll save thousands in a year. Some real options. Get a roommate. If your rent is $1,200, splitting it instantly saves you $600 a month. That's $7,200 a year. Negotiate your rent. Most people never try. But if you've been a good tenant, your landlord may reduce or freeze rent instead of risking an empty apartment. Move slightly farther. Living 15 minutes outside the hotspot can cut rent by hundreds, sometimes thousands. Remember, saving on housing feels painful at first, but every month that extra cash is fueling your $10,000 goal. 2. Transportation, the silent wallet killer. Cars are expensive. Payments, insurance, gas, repairs. If you're serious about saving, ditch the car if you can. Public transport plus occasional Uber is often way cheaper. Drive cheaper. If you own a fancy car with a high monthly payment, consider selling it and switching to a reliable used car. Dropping from a $500 per month payment to $200 saves you $3,600 a year. Car insurance shopping. Most people stay with the same insurer for years, but switching can save 10 to 30%. 3. Food, everyday spending. That adds up. Food is sneaky. You don't feel the $10 here and $15 there, but by month's end, it's huge. Cook at home. Eating out 3 times a week at $25 a meal equals $300 per month. Cut it down to once a week, and you save $200 monthly equals $2,400 yearly. Meal prep. Planning meals reduces waste and stops impulse Uber Eats orders. Grocery hacks. Buy in bulk, switch to store brands, and shop with a list, never when hungry. 4. Subscriptions and bills: Netflix, Spotify, gym, apps, delivery passes. Individually, they're cheap. Together, they bleed you dry. Audit every subscription. Cancel what you don't use. Share plans. Netflix with a sibling, Spotify with a friend. Negotiate bills. Call your internet or phone provider and ask for a discount. They often give loyalty offers if you threaten to cancel. Even saving $50 a month here is $600 a year. Combine that with housing, car, and food savings. You're already halfway to $10,000. Here's the key. Don't waste energy stressing about $5 purchases while ignoring $500 leaks. Focus on big wins first. Cutting housing, transportation, food, and bills can save you $5,000 to $8,000 in a single year, without even touching side hustles or advanced hacks. Here's the truth. Big wins like rent and cars, from Part 2, save you thousands. But here's where most people slip. The tiny leaks. $5 here, $10 there, $20 impulse buys. It feels like nothing, until the end of the month when you're wondering, where the heck did all my money go? So let's break down some micro hacks that, when combined, can add up to thousands in savings over the year. 1. Cashback and rewards apps. If you're not earning money back on what you already spend, you're leaving cash on the table. Use cashback credit cards, but only if you pay off the balance in full. No interest. Install apps like Rakuten, Honey, or Ibotta. They give you cash back on groceries, clothes, even travel. Even just 2 to 5% back adds up. Spend $1,000 a month, $30 back monthly, $360 a year. 2. No Spend Challenges. Here's a fun one. Pick one weekend a month and do a no spend challenge. No eating out, no shopping, no online impulse buys, just groceries you already have, free activities, and chilling. That alone can save $50 to $200 every month. Over 12 months, that's $600 to $2,400. 3. Delay. Every purchase by 48 hours. Impulse spending kills savings. That must-have gadget, those random Amazon finds, those late-night cart checkouts. Here's the hack. Wait 48 hours. If you still want it after 2 days, fine. If not, you just saved yourself money you didn't actually want to spend. Most people discover 70% of must-haves were just emotional buys. 4. The daily habit swap. Everyone knows the skip coffee cliché, but let's look at it differently. Instead of cutting everything, pick one daily swap. Brew coffee at home, saves $3 to $5 per day. Pack lunch instead of buying, saves $6 to $10 per day. Walk or bike short trips, saves gas or Uber. Each swap is $100 to $300 per month saved. Stack 2 or 3 and you've got over $1,000 a year right there. 5. Track every dollar. Awareness equals control. Sounds boring, but here's the deal. People who track their spending save 20 to 30% more. Why? Because awareness creates friction. When you see you've spent $200 on takeout this month, you'll naturally cut back. Use apps like Mint, YNAB, you need a budget, or even just Google Sheets. Awareness alone could save you $2,000 a year. Here's the kicker. Micro-hacks won't make you rich on their own, but combined, they're powerful. Stack cashback, no-spend weekends, habit swaps, and tracking. And suddenly you're saving an extra $2,000 to $4,000 a year without even feeling like you're suffering. Let's be real. You can only cut so much. At some point, the rent, the food, the bills, they won't shrink further. That's when the real accelerator comes in. Making more money. Because while saving $200 a month is good, earning an extra $500 a month, that's game-changing. So let's dive into practical ways to boost income fast. 1. Freelancing online. The internet has turned skills into money. Writing, graphic design, video editing, coding, voiceover, virtual assistant work. Someone, somewhere, is paying for it. Platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and Freelancer connect you instantly. Even beginners can pull in $200 to $500 a month with consistency. Skilled freelancers, $1,000 to $3,000 monthly. Think about it. 5 clients at $100 each is $500. Already halfway to your $10,000 goal. 2. Sell what you don't need. This is the fastest, easiest way to boost your savings right now. Go through your house, old phones, unused gadgets, clothes, furniture, collectibles. List them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or Poshmark. Most people have $500 to $1,000 worth of stuff lying around collecting dust. That's immediate progress toward $10,000. 3. Side hustles you can start tomorrow. If freelancing feels overwhelming, here are low-barrier hustles: food delivery, DoorDash, Uber Eats, rideshare driving, Uber, Lyft, grocery shopping, Instacart, dog walking, or babysitting. You control the hours. Work evenings or weekends. Pull an extra $200 to $600 monthly. 4. Turn a skill into income. Maybe you're good at math, playing guitar, or fitness training. Guess what? People will pay for that knowledge. Tutor students online, platforms like Chegg, Wisent, or even Zoom. Offer lessons, guitar, piano, languages. Create a digital guide or course on Udemy or Gumroad. Teaching pays twice. You earn now, and you build authority for later. 5. Semi-passive income ideas. Not 100% passive, at least not at the start, but these build over time. Print on demand. Design t-shirts, mugs, or posters on sites like Redbubble or Teespring. Affiliate marketing. Recommend products online, earn a commission. Blogging or YouTube takes time, but once it grows, it pays monthly. These won't make you $10,000 overnight, but they create streams that flow while you sleep. Here's the golden rule. Every extra dollar earned equals another dollar saved. If you can combine expense cuts with even $500 per month in side income, you'll hit that $10,000 goal in 12 to 15 months, instead of dragging it out for years. Here's the thing. Most people fail at saving not because they don't know how, but because they rely on willpower. And willpower, it's like a battery. It drains. By the end of the day, after work, stress, decisions, temptation, you're out of energy. And when you're tired, your brain defaults to the easy option: spend. So if you want to save $10,000 fast, you need to remove willpower from the equation. You need a system that saves for you, whether you feel like it or not. 1. Automate your savings. This is the single most powerful hack. Set up an automatic transfer the day your paycheck hits. Example: your paycheck comes in Friday. Saturday morning, $200 moves to a $10,000 fund account. Treat it like rent, non-negotiable, automatic. The key is pay yourself first. Don't wait to see what's left over. Save first, live on the rest. 2. Use budgeting frameworks. One of the easiest, the 50-30-20 rule: 50% needs, rent, bills, groceries; 30% wants, entertainment, shopping, fun; 20% savings and debt payoff. If you stick to this, you'll consistently grow savings without overthinking. For aggressive savers aiming for $10,000 fast, flip it to 40-30-30 or even 50-20-30. 3. Budgeting and tracking apps. Technology can do the heavy lifting. Apps like YNAB, You Need a Budget, Mint, or Personal Capital track where your money goes and alert you when you're overspending. Think of them as your financial Fitbit. Just like counting steps makes you walk more, tracking money makes you spend less. 4. Separate savings accounts. This one's psychological. If your savings is mixed with your spending account, you'll dip into it. Solution: open a separate account for your $10,000 goal. Even better, one that's slightly harder to access, like an online-only bank. Out of sight, out of mind. When you check your main account, it looks smaller, so you naturally spend less. 5. Automate bills and debt payments. Late fees are money traps. Automate bills so you never get hit with $25 here, $40 there. And for debt, use autopay plus the debt snowball method. Pay minimums on all, then attack the smallest debt aggressively until it's gone. Every dollar you save on interest or fees is another step toward $10,000. Here's the truth. Systems don't just help you save, they protect you from yourself. Because when you automate, you take emotion, temptation, and forgetfulness out of the game. With the right system, saving $10,000 doesn't feel like a fight. It feels automatic. So far, we've covered mindset, big expenses, micro hacks, income, and systems. Now, let's talk about the fast lane. These are the moves that can put hundreds, sometimes thousands, into your savings in a matter of weeks. 1. Sell big, not small. Everyone thinks about selling old clothes or gadgets. Sure, that helps, but if you want to move the needle, think bigger. Old furniture, extra TV, or electronics. A bike you don't ride, gym equipment you never use. Selling just 3 to 4 big items can put $500 to $1,500 into your account. One weekend of decluttering equals months of progress. 2. Tax refunds and bonuses. Here's where most people slip. They treat tax refunds and work bonuses like fun money. But if you're serious about your $10,000 goal, funneling those lump sums straight into savings can be huge. A $2,000 refund equals 20% of your target in one move. 3. Cut or pause. Debt payments. Aggressively, debt is a savings killer because of interest. But here's a trick. Use the debt snowball. Pay minimums on all debts, then attack the smallest one with everything you've got. Once it's gone, roll that freed-up payment into the next debt. Every debt you kill equals more cash flow freed up for savings. It's like lifting weights off your back. 4. 1 month spending detox. Pick 1 month and go into extreme saver mode. No shopping, no eating out. Cancel every optional expense. It won't be sustainable long-term, but in just 30 days you can save $500 to $1,000. It's a financial reset button. 5. Extra shifts or overtime. Not glamorous, but effective. Even 5 extra hours a week at $20 an hour equals $400 a month. Do that for 3 months equals $1,200 toward your $10,000. Temporary pain, permanent gain. 6. Windfalls and found money. Here's a rule. Every time unexpected money comes in, tax refund, gift, side gig cash, rebate, even lottery winnings, send 100% of it to your savings. Why? Because you didn't budget for it anyway. It's the easiest way to accelerate progress without feeling sacrifice. The big idea here is momentum. Each of these fast-track tactics feels like a boost button on your journey. The more of them you stack, the quicker you'll hit that $10,000 target. All right, we've walked through the mindset, the big expenses, the small hacks, boosting your income, automation, and even fast-track tactics. Now, let's put it all together into one clear roadmap. Because saving $10,000 isn't just about knowing the strategies. It's about applying them in the right order, with consistency. Step 1. Week 1. Reset your mindset. Decide that saving is non-negotiable. Open a separate savings account and name it $10,000 Fund. Commit to automatic transfers. Even if it's just $50 to start. This isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. Step 2. Month 1. Attack big expenses, review housing, transport, food, subscriptions. Make at least one big change, get a roommate, cut a car payment, or slash eating out. Goal: free up $300 to $500 a month. Step 3. Month 2 to 3. Layer in micro hacks. Start tracking every dollar. Run at least one no-spend weekend per month. Switch one daily habit. Brew coffee, pack lunch, walk short trips. Install Cashback apps. That's another $100 to $300 per month saved. Step 4. Month 3 to 6. Boost your income, launch a side hustle. Freelancing, delivery apps, tutoring, selling items. Aim for an extra $300 to $500 per month. Combine this with expense cuts equals $600 to $1,000 per month toward savings. By month 6, you should already be sitting on $3,000 to $5,000. Step 5. Month 6 to 9. Automate and accelerate. Increase your automatic transfer by at least 20%. Funnel all extra money, bonuses, tax refunds, windfalls, directly into savings. Keep cutting where it doesn't hurt. Renegotiate bills, pause subscriptions. Step 6. Month 9 to 12. Fast track mode. Sell bigger items you don't need. Furniture, old electronics, unused equipment. Take overtime shifts or pick up seasonal work. Run a 1-month spending detox for a final push. By the 12-month mark, these moves can push you over the finish line. The destination. If you follow this roadmap, consistently saving $600 to $1,000 a month through a mix of cuts and side income, you'll cross the $10,000 line in 12 to 15 months. And here's the best part. When you get there, it's not just about the money. You'll have built a system, a mindset, and a skill set that will carry you far beyond $10,000. Saving $10,000 fast isn't about being perfect. It's about building momentum, stacking wins, and refusing to quit when it gets hard. The truth is, you don't need to be rich to save. You just need to start, stay consistent, and remind yourself every day, every dollar saved is one step closer to freedom.